Hey tribe, welcome to today's video. Today we are doing a pick a card, taking a look at a challenge in your life. But rather than focusing on that challenge, what I want to take a look at is how you can overcome it and what it is mirroring to you. What is life trying to teach you? Okay? And what is the challenge trying to tell you about yourself and where you are? So I'm happy to be doing this reading. I'm excited to see how it turns out, actually. And I want to say, because this is a general pick a card, you might find that a lot resonates. You might find that not everything resonates, and that is perfectly okay. You might find that today 25% of your reading resonates, but if you come back in a month, you might find that 75% resonates, and vice versa, because we're always changing, we're always growing. This is sort of reflecting where you are at right now as you are watching this video, not when I'm releasing or recording, but when you're actually watching it. So take what resonate, leave the rest of the messages for anybody else or maybe your future self. And when we're gonna do the group selection, which is coming up right now, I just want you to take a breath, center, do whatever you need to do, but then get into the space of that challenge so that can guide you to your group, so that you can get the best messages you can get for today. Okay, so whenever you're ready, pause if you need to get into that space, and I'm going to get into the group selections. So for group one, we have this love oil. I keep wanting to say love potion, but it is a love oil. It's not a potion. Group two has a white feather. And group three has a crystal, sparkling crystal. And it's sort of sparkling, but it's so, oh, there it is. I was gonna say, it's so out of focus. That's beautiful. There you go. Okay, so group one with love oil, group two with white feather, group three with sparkling crystal. Pause if you need more time. I'm going to remove the objects, give you a chance to choose with just the cards. Okay, so let's take a look. This is group one. Let's choose. This is group one, this is group two, and this is group three. Pause if you need more time, and I will see you in your group. Hey group one, welcome to you guys. This is the group with the love oil, or love, yeah, oil. Let's take a look at your first card. It is an oracle card, and yeah, I just wanted to focus the video. Your first card is boundaries with crystal labradorite and south node. So I'm just gonna take a look here. I feel like there's expansion happening here for you. Something is definitely expanding, or you are being called for expansion. So let's take a look at, I just want to take a look at what your current situation is. What we're looking at, really. What is the current situation here? We have the moon. Okay, and what is the challenge? I feel like I should shuffle off screen because this must be so boring, but it's too many cards. Let's take a look at what is the foundation here. Okay. I'm gonna move your camera. It's better. Oh, wow. Okay. So, group one, the moon. We see that there is a mystery here. I was attracted to the moon in this card as well. So I feel like something is coming in. Something is oh, didn't I say expansion? Something is growing here for you, but I feel like it is something that you cannot see, or maybe you were trying to find out information and you're not able to find it. Maybe you are trying to make a choice, but you feel like you don't have enough information. It's almost, I feel like you're like you're feeling blocked by this because yeah, it's like out of your hands, it's out of your control, and it's almost like someone else has the answers but they don't want to give them to you, which is very strange. This is very vague. Let me see if there's anything else I can pick up, but that's basically what I'm getting here. It's like yeah, it's like you can't, I feel like you feel little, like you don't have the control, and somebody else is here and they are controlling the information, or sort of like even how you can move through this. Like you don't feel like you have the space to be able to move through this and sort of like give yourself the best kind of outcome here. And I feel like you're coming from a place of okay, with the world, this is the universe, this is usually a very positive card, but the thing is, like, I feel like you feel like you're this person here, like you're being stepped on, like the world, the weight of the world has been on your shoulders, and it is currently, and that's what I'm picking up from this card. Yeah, but at the same time, it's almost like you are coming from a space of having achieved a lot and having been very driven. But what I'm seeing here is also that perhaps you need to get into the energies here of standing up for yourself and just feeling driven, and really just understanding that things are in your control, that you can have control, but not getting emotionally involved in this and not getting very emotionally reactive as well. It can be very important here. Okay, so yeah, let me take a look at this card here with the boundaries, and I'm gonna take a look in the book and see kind of like what it is telling me. The book so far, I mean the card so far is like talking about expansion and growth, and again, like I said, with the moon, it's almost like the energy of that is surrounding your situation currently, the challenge that you are currently facing. It's going to become like light is going to shine on it. So it's like the energy behind it is unveiling, or the truth around it is growing. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. And so, okay, with the boundaries, what we're looking at is basically like what are you willing to accept and agree to, right? And that's basically what boundaries are. If we're taking a look at boundaries within your relationships, within your work, within whatever you want to look at, it's about what are you willing to accept in terms of how you are treated and what you put in. So yes, I had a message that was just coming in, and that was like, when you don't have those boundaries, very strong boundaries, what is happening is that you become exhausted. You become, because everybody's walking all over you, and that's really like the world card. This is the universe, this is the world card. This is like basically like everything just coming full circle, and like your life is just so beautiful and amazing. Things are coming into completion. You're feeling really great. But again, when I'm looking at this card, that's not what I'm getting. I'm seeing like sort of like like everybody is using you to support their own life, and you're kind of like fed up with it. That's what I'm feeling, like you're just kind of fed up with that, and you don't want that, which totally, but yeah, with the Emperor and the King of Wands and stuff, like with this fire energy, I'm just really, again, getting that, you know, take your metaphorical horse by the reins, which is your drive, your strength, your ambition, your passion, the belief in yourself, and take it and drive it, like get behind the seat of that, or into the seat of that, and drive yourself into your own sort of like, you know, life, and use that to create your boundaries. Like, because this is the energy of the King of Wands. This is like somebody who doesn't take orders from anybody else. This is the person who gives the orders. You understand? So this is like, this energy is saying like, this is what is required here in this situation. And let me see, what is this challenge trying to teach group 1? Prince of Swords. We have the Prince of Swords. And what is this challenge mirroring that is lacking in this group? Justice. Okay, so yeah, again, like with the Justice, I always associate this with the swords, which is the seat of kind of like the mental aspect of things. So let me just kind of tune into the energies of this. I'm feeling like using your intellect to drive you forward as well, using your mind. Okay, so maybe what I just got, journaling to examine why you allow people to, and literally this is what I am hearing, walk all over you. Okay, and if that is the situation for you, I am so sorry. That is a really bad place to be in. Like, that is such a painful thing to experience over and over again. And it does leave you drained. It leaves you feeling bad. It leaves you feeling even like, you know, like you feel like you're giving so much of yourself. And then not only does it drain you, but also then when nobody even recognizes the effort that you put in, right? So I feel so, I really feel for you guys here, whoever is experiencing this. Yeah, but with what I'm seeing is like, bring your mind. Okay, bring your mind into this, bring your intellect into this, almost like detach emotionally, and journal yourself into taking next steps, so that you're approaching situations rather than from a place of like a heart, maybe because you are so empathic and you feel sympathetically towards other people and situations, that you're like, well, I need to help them. Like, I would need somebody to help me. I would want somebody to help me. But you know what? You're probably the rock that helps everybody else, and nobody comes to help you. That's what I'm picking up here. And so what this challenge is trying to teach you is to start involving your mind. And so what I'm not saying that you don't have mental intelligence. This is telling me something completely different. So this has nothing to do with IQ, okay? What this is telling me is that you live from a place of the heart, and you're very feeling oriented, and that's where you come from. But the thing is that when we do that, a lot of people can take advantage of us because we're coming from that space. And so what's necessary is to balance the heart with the mind. And what I'm seeing here is that because there's been an imbalance, and it's not a, how do I say this? It's not in itself a bad thing, but in this world it makes life harder. And so you're being called to learn how to really drive yourself with wisdom. Maybe, you know, like, how would you advise a friend if they were going through this? What would you tell a friend, somebody maybe that you love or something? You know, like, how would you recommend that they approach this situation? Because I think that you would have very wise things to tell them. And that's what I really feel. And with the Prince of Swords, if you can see the owl driving like that, that is wisdom coming in. And so maybe learning how to communicate your needs as well, learning how to stand up. And I think that this can be such a process of doing it, but the thing is, like, just really again, just like not abandoning your heart, but really bringing in your mind and allowing it to be involved, and learning how to allow it to be involved. And I want to go back to the journaling thing, because I did get this, but the thing, I didn't expand on it. So with the journaling thing, you can like go in and you can journal, and you can say, okay, so like how do I allow my mind to start steering, like logically, like, so maybe you might be like examining a situation and saying like, okay, so logically speaking, why should I let this person go, right? Or why should I go and ask for that raise or something, whatever it is that this is, where you need to have that like extra strength, because I feel like you do need extra support in terms of creating boundaries. You can start examining, like, first of all, like, go in and write down like what areas of life are suffering for you presently, because I'm guessing you need boundaries everywhere, but specifically right now, like what you are facing right now, write it down and then start examining and saying like, okay, so like, let's say I need to have boundaries at work around not taking extra workloads. And then you can go in and you can write like, why do I allow people to give me extra workloads? Like, maybe I feel uncomfortable saying no. I feel that other people really need that support. Like maybe, my colleague has like 3 kids at home and they're going through a divorce, and I just really feel for them and my heart kind of breaks for them. But then you have to kind of go in and say, okay, but why do I feel responsible for putting that help forward, and how is this damaging my own life, and why can't I say no? Like, how do I create a boundary? You can ask yourself, how do I create this boundary? How do I go in and I have that conversation with this colleague that I can't continue to do this? And just keep asking yourself these kinds of questions. You will get very, very insightful answers. Yeah. And because this is sort of like, again, I'm getting this challenge thing that is coming in for you, I feel that this might be something in itself. This exercise might be a little bit challenging as well, but that is the point. It is to kind of like bring it out and strengthen it. And just remember, whenever we're working on something that's kind of new, that we're trying to strengthen, it always takes time. So just be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself, be loving to yourself. You can definitely grow the skill with this Prince of Swords being here. I feel like you can definitely grow the skill and go forth on your journey. And I just realized this Prince of Swords is going to be the Knight of Swords, not the Princess of Swords. This whole time I was getting like Page of Swords vibes rather than Knight. But let me see if I can pull any more information from this as the Knight of Swords. Yeah, it's not really like, I just feel like just move forward, take and I just want to say also, like with the King of Wands and the sword, well, with the wands and the swords, let's say, as a people or court cards, I want to say, both of these energies, they reflect a lot of drive and just like movement and really just pushing forth. It's a very extroverted outward energy. And so you're really being called to move through this, okay? And I realize that you do have the moon here, and so maybe you're not seeing everything yet, but I feel like that's going to expand for you. And then with the Justice card here, like, I just really feel like this situation currently in your life is reflecting your own need to set, again, just to set boundaries and just to set, it's so interesting because we have fire here and we have a feather here, which is representing, to me, it's representing air. And so again, we have like wands and swords in this, and we have a what do you call it? Yin and yang sign. So okay, what this is sort of telling me here is that you need to create a balance here between your passion and your intellect as well. And if you feel very passionate towards a specific thing, it's like you need to bring the intellect in to be able to create those boundaries for yourself. With the Justice card, I feel like you're standing there and you're being really called to create that balance for your life, to create that balance in your life, for your life and in your life, to balance out the energies within you. And the way that you are going to do that is by creating boundaries in your own life. You will have to learn how to say no, and this is literally what is being reflected to you, like why this situation is happening, because it is reflecting to you your own discomfort, I guess I will say, your own discomfort in having those boundaries and being able to stand up and say no more. So this is what you are being called, okay? This whole reading is just so clear. Like it's really just about setting boundaries. Let me see. I'm gonna get a spirit animal for you to see what we can get to kind of like get support for you. What can we get? What support can we get for group 1, please, with the spirit? I feel like this is it. Aw, Panda, stay balanced and in your essence. See, stay balanced and in your essence. I love it. And I love, like, I'm seeing like a heart shape here with these. This is so beautiful with the love oil as well. We have Archangel Mary, Jophiel, and Sandalphon. If you want to look these archangels up, please feel free to. They might be able to sort of help guide you and provide some guidance in your life. Let me take a look at Panda and see what we can see. Okay, so this is like, these are very gentle creatures here, and they're very balanced, and they are, let me just read this. The solitary, peaceful animals, these pandas, are heart healers who come from the Pleiades, which is like an evolved race that is non-human, if you kind of believe in that sort of thing. But what I want to say here is that they're very gentle, and yet if they are provoked, they demonstrate very much masculine, powerful energies, and they have very strong maternal instincts when it comes to their young. And so what this card is talking about, it is talking about staying in balance and creating that balance again within yourself. You are being called with the Panda card here to develop your masculine and your feminine energies, and then applying those to yourself and to the lessons that life is putting in. Okay, so again, it's about finding that balance. It is about creating that space within yourself, as we talked about here with the yin and yang sign and the fire and the air. Yeah. Okay, I want to do one more quick thing, guys. So I'm gonna grab a few more cards, and I'm just gonna clear that. Okay, and we're gonna take a look at sort of how are you seeing this situation? How are you seeing this situation right now? And we're going to take a look at where you're headed. we're gonna take a look at where you're headed. I'm just choosing cards. What you're doing, what you should be doing, where you stand, and what Spirit's message is for you. Okay. So we have Queen of Swords, we have more swords, Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Five of Cups, and Eight of Cups. Okay, so interesting. Now we finally have some cards that are related to the emotions and the heart aspect. Okay, so the recording just suddenly stopped, but I have all your cards here. So let's take a look. We see that, like, I feel like you're very much like in your head about wanting things to budge and move, and so I feel like you very much want a change. We have, I hope that the I don't know actually if the recording picked up what I said. We finally have some cards that are reflecting the emotional aspects, and so what I'm seeing here as well is that there is some, definitely there's emotional like involvement, and it is on the heavy side. I do see that it is on the heavy side. There, you feel like there's been a loss, but you do feel like yeah, it's time to move away here. So like what I'm seeing here is like what needs to happen is that you need to sort of like walk away, and this is not for you, knowing that this is not for you, just really moving away from this. So like instead of being in this energy of like being sad and looking at what has fallen, it is time to just like say your final like goodbyes to the situation and then move on. Okay, so I understand that this can be very difficult to do, especially if you're in that energy of the moon and you're like you feel like maybe you don't have all the answers as to how to do this. But what I'm also seeing here is this idea of things being sort of like covered, so like you can't see, you again, like you don't know, maybe there, I'm getting this word fog, like just fog. That's what I'm seeing. A lot of maybe emotional fog as well. So like I would say like take your time as well, because what I see is that like you really want to move past this, but what you're also being called to do is just to kind of like while you're working on your boundaries and stuff like that, but also not moving too swiftly and just waiting for things to unveil, because like I said, there is expansion here, that I had that sense of like expansion. So in the meantime of like, while you're sort of like waiting for everything to come out to the surface, and I feel like it will, I feel like with the Queen of Swords, what you're going to get is you're going to get the truth. Masks will come off. You will be able to see the truth of the situation or of the person. This will happen, but what you also need to do is work on your own boundaries. What this is really reflecting is this is what you need to do, and you have the strength to do this. This challenge, whatever you're going through here, it can really serve you so much in helping you to create a more authentic you, a you that stands up for yourself and what you believe in. And when you do that, you can actually become a stronger force for other people as well. And this message is just coming into me, that you're actually able to create, because you're becoming like a person who is able to stand up for yourself. You're also able to stand up for other people much more powerfully. I hope that makes sense. And so I feel like you're standing sort of like you're in a space of like again, like waiting, and I feel like there's bare, like there's nothing, like it's just bare. It's like bare fields. There's no growth here, okay? Move towards truth, move towards unveiling. And I think the way that you're going to be able to do that, moving towards that, is by setting your boundaries, and also just having a little bit of patience and knowing that the truth will come your way. And then being fierce. So having a gentle heart, definitely, I think that's one of your strengths here. But at the same time, be fierce when you need to. And that is something that I feel you have an opportunity to develop here, your fierceness. Let me see if there's anything else. Any other deck? There was one deck I wanted to actually use. Okay, so I have the other deck, and I guess I'm really feeling called to working with animal decks today, because this is another animal deck. So we're going to take a look at what comes up for you. Okay, can we get one supportive message here for group 1? Okay. Oh, look at that. Butterfly. Emerging. Take the leap of faith. Oh, so I feel like you guys, you have such, like, sort of like opposing energies here, because you have this idea that, like, things are sort of stagnant almost. And you're being called to sort of like wait through that, because you can't really move forward unless you can actually see what you're moving through, right? But at the same time, you're being called to sorry for that pause. At the same time, you're being called to stepping into a more balanced version of yourself, and balancing out your heart, your mind, allowing your drive to push you forward. Also, I would say, like, be careful about being overly passionate, like, because sometimes when we get so passionate about something, we actually sort of like start getting in the way of the thing that we're trying to fight for. So I don't know if there's like a lot of different kind of people watching this, and these are like messages for different people, but I feel like this reading is a little bit all over the place. But the main thing is that I do feel like there is an expansion. I do feel like there is like a fog, like an illusion, like you're not seeing the actual thing, okay? But I do see that is opening up. I do see that truth is coming in for you, that it is being revealed, and I see that this is something that you do need to move towards. But while you want things to move very quickly, you just kind of have to work with the energies that are being presented in your life as well, okay? And so in terms of, like, again, what this is teaching you, and what it is kind of mirroring, is that you sort of allow people just to kind of like walk all over you, which is not awesome. And so, like, this is the reason why this challenge is here, to help you become stronger and help you grow into this beautiful person who is able to stand up firmly for themselves, just like this panda. Like, where did the panda go? Let me see. With the panda, like, this is an energy that is just so loving and open-hearted and so gentle, and yet when this panda needs to, it becomes just so fierce and strong and protective. And that is exactly who you are, like, evolving into. This is the challenge, or this challenge is trying to teach you, because you already got that softness about you, and now it is just time to bring in that energy of fierceness and protectiveness, and just apply it to yourself, so that people don't sort of like not only about people not walking all over you, but also so that you can really live the life that you deserve to live, that you are here on this earth to create and to experience and to express. So group 1, these are the messages that I have for you. I'm going to leave the spirit of panda here. Hopefully it does not fall. Yes, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to leave you guys here. I hope that this reading was helpful to you and that it was insightful. And if you enjoyed it, then and you want to sort of like exchange some energy, like a thank you, energetic thank you, liking, sharing, commenting, and or subscribing would go a long way in doing that. And otherwise, just thanks so much for being here and watching this video. I hope to see you again in another one. I'm gonna send you off with a ring from this singing bowl. If that's something that you don't enjoy, then I would say go ahead and finish here. And for those of you who want to listen to the ring, here it comes. Group 1, take care. Namaste. Hey, group 2, welcome to your reading. This is the group that has the white feather. And let's take a look at your card. We have initiation. The crystal that is associated with this card is aragonite, and this is the fire element. So I just want to take a look at this card closer so I can see what we're looking at. So off the bat, I feel like there's a new, you're in a situation of a new beginning, and it is perhaps like a passionate or a beginning that has a lot of energy coming with it. And I'm going to take a look at your tarot. So we're going to take a look at what the situation first is. We're going to look at what we're actually looking at. So what is the situation for group 2, please? Okay, wow, the King of Wands. And what is the challenge? Okay, just one card, please. Okay, there's so much. You're getting a lot of cards, guys. Okay, I just want to take a look at sort of like what is the foundation here of this. And then what is the history behind it? Okay, perfect. Okay, so we have, let me show you your cards. We have the 6 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, and then we also have the Page of Swords. So we're going to get more cards as we go on, but I just want to take a look first of all at these situations. So you have very, very powerful influences currently, okay? And wow, there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of drive, there's a lot of headstrong energy here. And I feel like you're in an energy where you are moving forward, or okay, so let's see how this expands. But what I'm seeing here is that you are either already in this King of Wands energy where you are like really aiming and you're so driven to create something, or you are being called to do this. But in any case, what is blocking you is your own sort of intellect, your own mind. Maybe you're feeling inferior. Maybe there is somebody or other people that you're like, well, they're so much better than me. I can never live up to that. Sort of like feeling just that insecurity of not having the experience that may be necessary. Let me see what the foundation here is as we're looking at your sort of where this is coming from. I definitely see that there is some sort of insecurity, and perhaps maybe you have been also like, you feel like somebody's actually taken advantage of you before, like you've been really giving and then somebody just came in and just like took advantage of you. And with the Page of Swords as well, what I'm seeing here is it's almost like you've been to battle and you've come back from battle. That's definitely not the whoops, message of the Page of Swords, but that's what I am picking up intuitively. You're very fierce. You're this energy that is surrounding you is very fierce. And I'm just looking to see if there's any other information I can get from these cards. No, that's really what I'm seeing here for you. Okay, so what is this challenge trying to teach you? What is this trying to teach you? Actually, scratch that. Let me see if we can get more on the challenge itself. What is more information about the challenge itself, please? Yeah. Knight of Swords. We have swords. Anything else? Wow, we have people. Queen of Cups, and let's take this Four of Wands. More on the challenge here. No, I feel like that's enough information. Okay. So I just have to take a look again and just kind of tune in. We have the Knight of Swords, as I said, the Queen of Cups. I was thinking this was the Queen of Wands for some reason, probably because of all the gold, but it's the Queen of Cups, and then the Four of Wands. Yeah, it's like you really want to move forward again. You want to charge into this energy. And maybe it is almost like it feels out of your, like, it feels so quick for you that, like, you're feeling so determined and so driven that it's almost a little bit too chaotic for you, and you're having a hard time keeping up. And I also feel like perhaps your family may be sort of standing in your... No. Oh my god, I'm getting very like ancestral vibes here. So this could be a specific message for somebody. There could be like family karma, like ancestral karma that is affecting you. Energy through your family lineage. If you don't know what that is an actual thing. I am not an expert on this, but this is what I am getting. I feel like maybe your own history as well. It's like what you believe about your own history, your own family's history, maybe where you come from. You feel like it's not possible for you to move past this. Like this is standing in your way. Maybe it is religious teachings, for example, or something that comes with your culture, with your cultural teachings. And you feel like you can't move out of that. Like you're not allowed to move out of that. If you cross that line, you're going to be disowned by your family or by society or something. And there could be like a mother figure or somebody who's very, I think mother figure. Maybe it's not a female, but I'm really getting very strong vibes of like somebody who's mothering, and it's like they're sort of like they're you don't want to disappoint them as well. Maybe like you don't want to cause that sort of disappointment. So there's really a lot going on here. Really a lot. It definitely, I'm seeing that it's involving people as well. So like you like your, whoops, sorry about that. I feel like the challenge is really all about your own perspective and how you see things as well, though. So this is something that you can definitely fix, but it is something that you have to work through. So let me take a look at what is this challenge trying to teach you. What is this challenge trying to teach you? Okay, we have the High Priestess. Anything else on what this challenge is trying to teach you? Teach group 2. Oh, wow. And we have the Fool. Okay, so like with what we're seeing here with the High Priestess and the Fool is I really feel like this is all about trust. And it's interesting, this High Priestess, the way that she is depicted here, It's similar to how the Fool is depicted in other cards as well. Not entirely, but sort of. It's just really giving you these vibes of stepping off the ledge and trusting that the universe has your back. Okay, so what this is showing me here is that you have to have faith, first of all, in yourself, felt in your own instincts, in your own intuition, in your own gut. Okay, you know best, like for yourself. Follow not so much your mind here, but your gut instincts, your, you know, like your solar plexus area, your tummy area. This is how you can lead your life, okay? Through your own personal knowledge and wisdom, and having the faith, being able to have that trust. It is a challenge to show you that it is okay for you to take those steps and move past whatever boundaries, whatever box you've been put into. What this challenge is trying to teach you is how to move past that. And I feel like whatever the outcome is, it's going to show you sort of that, or it's going to make you more brave. It's like that's what you're being called to do, is just to follow your gut instinct bravely. And even if it doesn't make logically, it doesn't make any sense, feeling that everything will work out for the best, even if your immediate results are showing you that maybe things are not going to line up the way you want. In the long run, the big picture of the situation is going to actually show you, or what's the outcome of it is going to actually be for your own growth, for your higher purpose. It is to serve you. It's to serve you. And if you're hearing weird noise, that's my dog in the background. He's just woken up from a nap. But yeah, so hopefully the microphone isn't picking that up. But if it is, that's what it is. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, this is what this challenge is trying to teach you. And we're going to take a look at what it is reflecting within you. What is this challenge reflecting within group 2, please? Which we sort of got here, right? With the High Priestess and the Fool, and then we have the Star. Any other message? Oh my gosh, so much! Wow, we have like, these are all major arcanas. This is very significant, guys. So what we're looking at here is trusting yourself to make a good choice. Okay, trusting that you can make the choice, trusting the universe, allowing yourself to have support, and feeling supported. And wow, 2 cards of balance here, of balancing energy. I feel like with the Justice card, again, I'm getting like trusting your gut instinct, trusting karma, trusting life energies. And with the Chariot, really just consolidating yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, and driving forward toward your own passions. Yes. Let me see if I can get anything else here. This is insane, guys. This is life changing with these major arcanas in these. First of all, we had all those people, but then these are all major arcanas. Like, what is this challenge trying to teach you, and what is it reflecting about you? And it's just like, again, we're just kind of looking at the same thing, but it's really just about finding balance within yourself. I think it is between finding balance between your insecurities and following your gut. Okay, so like when you're feeling very insecure, really go into your gut and follow your gut and listen to what it has to tell you, what it has to show you. Yeah, I honestly feel like you need to make choices from your intuition. And this is what I'm seeing is like, that's not what is happening right now. And yeah, this is just all about balance. Like, I don't know what else I can say here. Trust. Okay, your cards are such a mess. I don't know why this, probably because you have so many cards in this reading. I'm gonna put that there, and then we're gonna I'm gonna grab some oracle cards for you as well. So we're gonna put your cards like this so you can see them, and we're going to take a look at a couple of oracle cards. Okay, so can we get a message for group 2, please? We're gonna take a look at a animal oracle cards for group 2, please. I don't know. You guys have so many cards. Okay, we have skunk. Bring your life into balance. Archangel Mary and Sandalphon. I don't know about these archangels, but let me take a look at skunk for you, and let me put that there. Okay, so first thing I want to say, I don't know why I said skunk. I think because I saw the black and white, and the face is like, I think like kind of like what skunks look like, but you actually have a badger, not a skunk. But the thing is, because I was like, that's what literally came to mind. If you feel like looking into the energies of skunks for like animal spirits, animal spirit guides, and then I would recommend like just looking that up, because there's probably some sort of message for you there. And I'm just looking through a different book that I have that is a animal book to see if maybe there is a skunk, but I don't see one. I might have one somewhere, but I think it's just if you just kind of like look it up yourself, because also depending on the page you go, you might get into online, you might get specific information for yourself. But with the badger though, what we're seeing here is like basically finding balance again. It's talking about balancing your feminine and masculine energies in order to bring your life into balance here. And perhaps you need again like that fiery energy of the wands that we saw in the King of Wands here, is what you're being called to bring into your life, because there might be like a lot of feminine energy where you're very concerned about like other people, and being like, you know, maybe you're very patient, very accommodating, very much like, you know, thinking about others, putting others first. And what you're being called to do is to bring that fire, that masculine energy into your life as well. Some of these messages feel very, very similar to group 1 as well. So if you feel called to watching group 1, then I would say there might be some messages for you in that group as well. But I feel like, honestly, like I feel like it is time for you to both, because we have the High Priestess as well here, and we had the Star. I just really feel like both your feminine and your masculine need work. And so with the feminine, it would be like bringing that intuition, working on the intuition, allowing your gut, living through your gut, following your gut instincts. And then with the King of Wands as well, just like with the Wands energy, allowing yourself to be driven into your life. And this is again, like, this challenge is really seriously upgrading you if you can sort of like allow it and take that energy that is being offered to you by this challenge to move you forward as much as you can, to grow through it. Then you will really come out like a different sort of person on the other side of that, which is, wow, amazing. We have a frog stepping into your power. Look at that. Don't take a backseat in your story. It's time to step up. See? What am I saying here? What have I been saying here? Okay. I just also just want to take a... And I feel like you're definitely... it's like, yeah, like this is the energy that is currently supporting you right now. And again, with the initiation... you're definitely with the number 1 here of this card, and I just realized you can't really see it very well. So there we go. So with the initiation card here, what we're seeing is definitely like a new sort of like beginning, and you're stepping up. You're definitely like stepping up here. Yeah, you're being like, life is just trying to elevate you to your next, to the next stage of who you are meant to be. Wow. Okay. Literally, as I was saying this, I started reading right after I finished. This is what I read. Ask yourself why you're putting off or delaying becoming who you're meant to be. Like, I literally just said this, and this is the description for card 10, initiation, the card that you have. I forgot to say when I first looked at this card as well, I saw these feathers, which is so interesting, because we also have feather here, and the last card I'm pretty sure didn't have feather. I don't know what group 3 got, but definitely. So this is kind of like a confirmation, okay, of also feathers. I want to say feathers are like angelic messengers as well, or they can be messages from angels as well. That's really interesting. So remember when I talked about in you guys' group about the ancestral, it was in this group, right? Yes, ancestors. Okay, so if I just want to say this because this is probably a message for somebody, it might not resonate with everyone, but I feel like it's probably for somebody specific with this sort of ancestral stuff and the angelic presences. Like, I feel like angels are present kind of for all of us, but you might have a more conscious, perhaps, connection, okay, for whoever this is resonating with. And again, it's like a confirmation. And if you do have like a conscious connection with angels, or if this is something that you do want in your life for yourself, then you definitely know that it is present for you and you can incorporate it. I'm so sorry about my camera. Weird things are happening. Okay, so we're gonna put that there, and let me take a look at, let me fix my camera first. Let me take a look at the rest of the message that comes with your card number 10, initiation. Okay, so we have, I'm just gonna read this because I honestly feel like it's now talking about kind of like that wands energy. So let me go back to the beginning then. So are you spending too much time procrastinating or finding reasons to avoid something rather than reasons to succeed at it? Ask yourself why you're putting off or delaying becoming who you're meant to be, and understand that this is your one and only life, and the time is now. So I want to say that I don't feel like this is your one and only chance. I feel like, and I know that's not what it said, but I feel like life is just going to keep creating these situations for you until you go ahead and sort of like move over them, like you're able to cross that bridge basically. So kind of like this is coming off very strongly, but I want to say also, like, if you don't want to keep facing this, then it is something that you do have to face. It's okay if you're not ready, and if you want to do it in increments, that's perfectly okay. But it's important to also remember that life is actually doing this for your benefit and trying to teach. You're being elevated. This is an opportunity for you to be elevated, like I keep saying. But anyways, continuing with the message from the book. Take some pointers from the elements of fire. What does a flame symbolize? How do you turn a spark into a blaze that burns fiercely and brightly? The answer is you take action until you begin to make your first sparks and turn intention into a tangible manifestation, you will not get very far. To begin your initiation, it would be prudent to face your past and your deep-seated fears, for which aragonite is the perfect crystal. So now it's talking about the crystal, but that is kind of also making me feel this Four of Wands energy, where I had that like sort of like ancestral karmic energy message here that I received with this card, and that's totally making me like, again, like didn't I say something about feeling disowned or something? I probably did in this group. I can't believe how fuzzy it gets. Like when I do these readings, I can't really remember what I had said previously, because I think because I'm channeling these messages, they're just coming into me, that I have a hard time remembering what actually came through. But yeah, this is about sort of like working out past things. Okay, but anyway, so you can work with aragonite if you like, with this crystal. The point here is about relieving stress, anger, and emotional fatigue, while bringing in patience, and on this journey, basically. Okay, don't allow the fear in facing your shadows stop you from becoming what you're meant to be. Embrace it, confront it, grow through what you go through. So let me repeat that. Grow through what you go through. Okay. So that is the message of this card, and it just really beautifully summarizes the things that we talked about here. And I think that's it, group 2. I think that's really all I have for you. I feel like pulling another card, but I don't even know what from. Oh yeah. Okay, I have one more deck, so I'm just going to, actually, we're going to take this animal deck and see if we can get another card for you guys from here. Last message to send group 2 off with. Wow, okay. Wow, we have this black cat. Speak your truth. Have strength, faith, and conviction in your voice. It has never been more needed. That is amazing. Group 2. If this is not a confirmation for you guys to really just step into who you are really meant to be, I don't know what is. Honestly, like, this is all about bringing you into your own power and bringing you closer to your authentic self. This whole reading, amazing. Amazing. Once you, what I'm seeing here is that, like, once you get through this, sorry about that. Once you get through this, you're literally going to be such a powerful person. Okay, I just had to fix that. That was really driving me crazy. But yeah, you're really going to become this really, really powerful, authentic self, and it's such a journey. So I don't think like you're just boom gonna go from like whoever you are, which is totally fine, by the way. So I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you now, but you're just really elevating into your best self. But that whole thing is a journey as well, so don't forget that. It's probably a journey of a lifetime, as we're always growing, right? But this is a big major opportunity. Like this right here, this challenge that you're going through, it's huge. It is not for the lighthearted, and it is not something tiny. This is something that is really impacting your life, and it will change your life once you're on the other side. Okay, so that's what I have for you, group 2. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you have, and you feel like giving me like a thank you, then liking, subscribing, commenting, and or sharing this video would be awesome. And if you do that, thank you so much. And I'm going to send you off with a ring from the singing bowl. If you don't enjoy it, then I will say goodbye to you now, and I hope to see you again. And if you enjoy this ring, then that's what's coming up next. And thanks for watching, group 2. Namaste. Hello, group 3. Welcome to your reading. This is the group with the sparkly crystal. Let's take a look at your first card, which is empathy with rose quartz, and it has represented by the planet Venus. This is making me think of angel wings, which is very interesting. We're going to take a look at your tarot, okay? So we're going to take a look and see. We're going to take a look at to see what the situation actually is here. What the situation is. What is group 3's situation? Queen of Wands. And we have the 9 of Swords, and we have the 6 of Wands on the bottom. Okay, so I'm just going to put those here because I feel like these cards were calling out to... Oh, I'm so sorry. That's my cat. Sorry about that. She just woke up from a nap, and she's meowing. But hopefully she will give us peace while I'm doing this reading. Also... I do have a dog as well, and he also just woke up from a nap not too long ago, so he's making some noise as well. So if you hear any of that, my apologies. I hope you understand, and let's get on with your reading. So okay, we have that. Let's see, what is the challenge? What is the challenge here? Okay, and anything else for challenge? All right, and I want to see what is the sort of history here. What is the foundation of this? Okay, so right off the bat, what I'm seeing is that you want to really move forward and expand on in your life here, but you're feeling stuck, and like perhaps even either society or societal rules, or it could be a person. Let me just take a look at this Emperor. No, I feel like with this Emperor, what I'm getting is like it's like society. It is society. It is maybe like governmental structures, let's say, or governmental rules, or religion, or like something huge, something that society has come up with as a whole, and it's imposing these rules, and you feel like you're kind of stuck and you can't move away from that. Like you're being hung upside down like this, right? And you can't move, like you're stuck. That's what I'm seeing here. For you, I feel that like you are worried also that your victory is not going to come in as well, and it could be causing you a lot of anxiety and fear as well. Because I feel like you're very driven. Like I feel like you've had a lot of growth and you've gone through a lot, and you're ready just to kind of like move your life forward, but I feel like you're just feeling very stuck, like you just can't quite do it, and it is out of your control. That's what it seems like. Actually, these were here. That's what it looks like to me. Like what is happening. I'm just gonna move my camera so you can see your cards. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna do it like that. We're just gonna do it like this. Okay, so let's take a look at what this is actually, what this challenge is trying to teach you. What is this challenge? What is this challenge trying to teach group 2? What is this challenge trying to teach group 2? Why do I have cards? Wow, that is the strangest thing. I don't understand why I have cards flipped upside down and the wrong side too. That's so strange. Okay. With this, what I'm seeing is how to step into your power, how to empower yourself, how to take those chains off and move forward. You have to make a choice here, and you are being called to raise above the issue, rise above the problem, rise above the challenge. I feel like you need to pull your inner resources together, and in order to do this, and I just have some cards that fell, so let me pick them up. Okay, so I just want to put them back because I ended up dropping them when I was getting cards for you. Okay, so let's see. What is this mirroring? What is like sort of lacking? What is this challenge mirroring for group 3? There's too many cards. I feel like you also have to look at the bright side of things as well. So looking towards like the sunnier aspects, look towards the sun. For some reason, I'm getting the word sunshine. Sunshine. Look at the sun. Look at the sun aspect of things. I can't get another card for you guys. Let me see if I can... Yeah, I just really feel like it's all about you choosing to step forward and take that step forward. That's what I'm feeling. Let me take these cards away so that we can put these on the table for you. Okay, so this is what you are being taught right now. Okay, this is the lesson here. What is... Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so what is this challenge reflecting within group 3 and what they're sort of like lacking here? The Six of Cups. What else? Actually, I think I have what I need, but let's see. What else? Anything else? Okay, what I'm really seeing here is that, like, there are things that are out of your control that you cannot control, and you have to understand that, okay, how do I say this? The things that are out of your control are out of your control, and you cannot change those. You cannot do anything about those. So understand that, okay? But that doesn't have to make you powerless, and it doesn't have to make you feel powerless, even though it does. So what we're looking at here with you guys is that this situation is really trying to bring out the strength within you, and you need to be able to decipher between where your power is and where your power is not. Trying to change a situation that is unchangeable is a waste of your energy, time, and inner resources, and maybe even outer resources. And what I mean here is, if you want to change the world's religions, for example, for some reason I'm getting like religious vibes here, and let's just go with it. So like, let's say you want to be like, well, let's just say, this is just an example. You're like, you know, people should be like, religions, they're good, but they can also cause like harm, right? If when people take them to the extremes, and like believing in something higher is really great, but like religions cause a lot of harm, for example. Like, and this is not an opinion of mine, I'm just saying what's coming to mind. You know, and so you're like, well, I'm going to change everybody's minds on this because, you know, everybody, like, spirituality is very healthy, and like, yes, that's part of religion, but people forgot that that's part of religion, right? Because it's become like the system, basically. And so you trying to go and change what people believe is, you know, it's going to be really futile, because you can't, I mean, maybe you can, I don't ever like to say never, but that's a huge task, and that is something that is so established, and it has such strong roots. Or for example, governments, if you're like, if you don't agree with the way that things are, or let's say, let me think of, I feel like these examples are no good. Let's say, for example, the amount of money that like the grocery stores make, like the CEOs, like there's people living in poverty who can't afford to feed their kids, And yet the CEOs of these grocery stores raise prices because their bonuses are going to be like 3% less than what they used to get when they're getting like $1 million bonuses, and not their pay, but a bonus. So maybe you're like, okay, well, I'm going to change that. But that's an established system. Like, you can't really, like, you can try to change it. And I commend you, for example, if that's something you want to do. But the thing is, your power isn't in the fact that you can change this or the effect of your work towards this. Your power is in you taking the steps towards changing it. Okay? So there's a difference. So if you go into a situation and you say, you want to change this, the way that this organization is working, and you fail, that is not because you don't have personal power. That is something else. The fact that you took steps towards creating change, that's where your power is. Okay? So I just said this in two different ways. But that's what I feel like you have to understand. There's a difference, and distinguish those, because if you look at taking steps towards something and then quote unquote failing, that doesn't mean that you didn't have personal power there. So you need to become empowered by understanding where your power is and when it is activated, and you are being called to activate your personal power. Again, looking towards the sun. All three groups got this message, and the message is balancing your feminine and masculine energies as well. It's very interesting that all three groups got that message. With the empathy card, I feel like also it's time to open up your heart towards yourself and becoming empathic towards you and having compassion towards your own self on this journey, because I think that this is something that is a struggle for you, and feeling like you're stuck, like you can't move past these restrictive structures that you are living in. But the thing is, again, remember, you might not be able to change the structures themselves. Maybe you can move toward creating change with other people, perhaps. And I'm getting like I'm getting like vibes of like justice, like creating justice in the world, creating fairness. So I'm not talking about like, oh, you just have a problem with some random structure. Like, I feel like this is for the good of humanity. Like, it's like you really care about the bigger picture here. And I feel like I'm kind of going off track here, but what I'm really picking up is with the structures here, it's something bigger. But the thing is, I think specifically for you though, it's not necessarily about creating change on a massive level for the whole world. I think it is also just within you, just creating change within your life and feeling like you can sort of do that for yourself. What I'm really getting here is sort of like same sex relationships. So like male, female. I don't know, like I guess in some cultures that's probably still not accepted, right? And so this is what I'm getting here. This is the idea that I'm getting here is like, for example, you want to be with somebody of the same sex that you are, and that is not accepted within your religion, within your what do you call it, oh my god, family units, but oh my god, society, wow, it's just, my brain just went blank. Basically, it's not within the society norms. So it's like I feel like you feel stuck because you can't be yourself. But the thing is, like, you're really it's time for you to understand that this is fear. You can move past this. This You're being called to move past this. You're being called to elevate yourself and take that step forward, and just understand that whatever is out of your control is out of your control, but you still have personal power. You got that, group 3? Yeah. And have empathy, have compassion towards yourself, okay? So we're going to take a look at something else here. We're going to take, we're just going to see if we can get additional information, actually. Okay. What is group 2 doing right? I mean, group 3. Why did I say group 2? Group 3. And what should group 3 be doing? So I feel like there's a sense of defeat here with you guys. So, like, don't give up. Definitely don't give up here. Wow. Wow, the Empress. Okay. What is the ground group 3 is standing on? Okay. And then we have, yeah. Okay, and then we have where should group 3 be going? Again. We have again. Did you see me shuffle, guys? Probably not, but look. Judgment and 8 of Swords. Literally, this is what we had. Okay, what is Spirit's message for group 3? All right. So, guys, we have the Hermit, and we have the Queen of Cups, and the 3 of Pentacles. No, let me see. There's another card here that I feel is pulling. I'm going to take those. Okay. I'm just going to take a quick look at these. Okay. So here, like I said, it feels like you've kind of almost like given up. Like you're like, there's no hope here. But the thing is, there actually is hope. And what you're being called to do is to actually start getting into the space of your own power and start creating consciously. Okay? So I just have a card I gotta pick up. Sorry, guys. Oh my god. Okay. You're being called, okay? This is the direction that basically, like, Spirit or whatever, however you want to define this, you know, God or whoever you believe in, they want you to start moving in the direction of consciously creating your universe, your reality, and looking at things from an abundant point of view, from a perspective of abundance, from a perspective of possibility, from a perspective of being able to grow things, because this Empress is able to create. She is the creator. She is creatively creating things, as funny as that sounds. But again, with the empathy, now I'm going to go to this card. It's not only about having empathy for yourself, but this is about expanding, for me anyways, this is about expanding your heart. This is about creating change and opening up your heart and coming into your situation from a place of having an open heart. So I feel like you're not you really want to move in with truth, but you're stuck. Again, we're seeing with the Knight of Pentacles, there's not much movement. There's not much movement forward. There is not much motion here. But what you're standing for is justice and truth. Again, this is what I'm seeing. Like, there's a lot of justice and truth. I wonder what this is all about, group 3. Feel free to let me know in the comments if you like. Because on the one hand, I do feel like this is something that is a personal journey for you, and maybe it is about you speaking your own truth as well. But I also feel like you are a fighter for other people. It's almost like maybe like you want to fight for yourself and for others. You're prioritizing yourself, but you also see, because this is an injustice onto you, you know that this injustice is also done unto others, and it's almost like you want to fight for yourself. You want to have the freedom to be who you are, and also like maybe once you get there, you also want to fight for other people, or you just want to see other people to have that freedom that you do as well. Okay, and again, what I'm seeing here is like, again, you just need to step into your power. You need to kind of like embrace your evolution through this phase and just move forward. I'm getting the word sort of like cautiously, but don't be scared. But because what follows is bravely. Okay, so I'm getting cautiously, bravely. So don't make any rash movements, for example, or like anything that you know will get you into trouble, for instance, or that you know that it's not something wise. Like maybe it's gonna get results, but it's not something that you would normally think to do, because like maybe there's some consequences that you might have to face. So like that's not the right way to go. And so that's what I mean sort of by cautiously, just not being basically reckless, but bravely, because this is a cause worth fighting for. That's what I'm getting here. And that's what I see, like moving towards that. And with the 10 of Wands, this is like, what this is telling me is like, it feels so heavy right now. It feels so heavy, and I feel like it's time for you to let that burden go. Stepping into your own power, really. This is teaching you how to step into your own power, how to let those burdens go, how to become your most, like, your strong self. And I'm really getting that sense of strength here for you guys. Like, this is a group that definitely, like, you're being every single group got the kind of like theme of empowerment and stuff, but with you, I feel like this is all about your own inner strength, inner resilience. And yeah, wow, very much like social justice vibes. I'm getting such social justice vibes here for you guys. I don't know, can we get another maybe card for the what is this mirroring for group 4? Group 3. We have 3 of Wands. We have expansion. So it's like you do want to expand here. You're looking for expansion, but I think there's a little bit of fear going on here. What is this? What is this teaching group 3? What is this challenge teaching group 3? Okay, we have the 3 of Pentacles, and we have, wow, death and rebirth. Yeah, so like with the 3 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles, again, it's like just about expansion. It's about moving towards, but also wow, with this particular 3 of Pentacles, again, I'm getting like these very important so, wow, sorry about the camera. I don't know what happened there. I didn't even see that happening because I was looking at the card. And again, I'm getting like fighting for things you believe in. Yeah, this is what I'm really getting, like, and it's just teaching you how to do that, how to stand up and fight for what you believe in. That's literally the messages I got. With the 3 of Pentacles, this means, like, can mean teamwork as well, but in your particular instance, I just really feel like this is about you standing strong and fighting for what you believe in. And just like rebirth, and again with the death, with the rebirth, definitely there's an ending, and maybe there was an ending, or something had happened where you feel like that's it, you want to give up, you don't want to keep going, but it's like you're really being called, embrace that change, embrace that transition, embrace that ending, and move forward, get yourself back up and move. Okay, you're strong. This is a group of strong people, strong wills, strong people, and I know that you can do this. Yeah, everyone who achieves any sort of success fails on the way there. Every warrior who's, you know, fights battles, sometimes they have losses. Sometimes they have to go. In fact, even if they win, a lot of times they will be bruised, they will be cut, and they still have to go. They have to lick their wounds, they have to clean their wounds, they have to bandage themselves up, and they have to rest it out and then move on to the next thing. So even with victories, we come out bruised, okay, and wounded, and let alone when we actually become defeated, right? And sometimes being defeated is just an illusion, actually, and it's not an actual defeat, but it just looks like it's defeat. In your particular case, I do feel like it was an actual ending, but the thing is, it is for a transitional purpose, and definitely there is a shakeup here. There is definitely a change here. There's definitely an ending here. The point here being is not to stay in this energy of sulking and being depressed and having given up. When you need to take the rest, you take the rest, but then you move forward. And this is your lesson here. This is what you are, what life is trying to teach you. Don't give up. You're very strong, very strong. I'm getting such a very strong vibes from you guys. So I have a couple of animal decks that I want to shuffle and see what messages we can get for you guys. I was feeling very called to working with these, so I'm just gonna take your, oh my goodness, cards off the table, and we're gonna take a look at your animal messages. Okay, so for group 3. For group 3, message for group 3. We have something. We have the dove. Spread messages of peace and harmony. Yeah, that's definitely, again, spread messages of peace and harmony. Like, that is so human. No, not like human, but like big. It's big. It's like humanitarian. That's what I wanted to say. We have cats. Be relaxed and independent. And we have donkey. Keep your heart open no matter what. Yeah, so honestly, like, don't let life just kind of chew you up and spit you out sort of thing, okay? That's what I'm getting. Like, keep your softness about you. Group 1, you're very strong, but you can still stay, like, you can still stay soft. And what I was saying again with the empathy, like heart opening and stuff, what I mean here is, like, there is literally strength in having an open and kind and empathic and caring and loving and feeling heart, okay? Yeah, so can we get one final card for group 3, please? One final card for group 3. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry about that. One final card for group 3. I think your guys are gonna get 2 or more. Let's see. One final card for group 3. Okay, we're gonna go with this. Wow, you have so many animal cards. Spirit animal, and now I just kind of got into this again, sort of humanitarian vibes, because it's almost like it's making me think of somebody who loves animals, who's connected to the animal realm and really cares about their well-being, right? And so like people that have a lot of empathy, people who have soft heart, but doesn't mean that you know, they have a soft heart and everybody, and they're also like punching bag for everybody. No, that's not what I mean, because I feel like you can have a soft heart and yet have inner strength and authenticity and boundaries, right? So yeah, but again, humanitarian vibes. But let's take a look at the rest of it. So we have another bird energy, and that is ego, ancestral healing. And your ancestors are holding space for you to heal your past. That is so beautiful. Oh, group 3, that's gorgeous. If you feel aligned with this message, feel free to also kind of look into ancestral healing if you like, or maybe work with crystals or the spirit of eagle as well. We have snake, kundalini rising, channel your creative passion and sensuality. Welcome the transformation. So another card of transformation again. There's something big going on in your life currently. This challenge is literally for your transformation. And again, I mean, I guess what challenge isn't, right? But I feel like this is something big. And then we have Lama, soul growth. Growth is never easy. Have faith and trust in the journey. Definitely have faith and trust in the journey. And please, like we had with the 4 of not the 4, I'm sorry, the 10 of if I can bring it out, if I know where it was, this 10 of swords, right? Like not giving up, like don't give up. I understand that this could have been such a difficult ending, but what I'm seeing here is like there's so much potential for you. There is healing available to you as well. We do have the energy of heart opening, and I do feel like you're such a strong person. We cannot ignore the fact that there has been an ending and might have been a painful ending, and there is a transformation, but this literally is for your it's for your highest good. It is for your own beautiful growth. And yeah, it's a lot of times it can be a difficult thing, but as much as you can, try to stay like relaxed, try to stay in the presence of healing energy, in the presence of uplifting energy. Did I tell you about the sun, guys? I think I did, right? Oh my goodness, I can't believe how much like these messages just come through, and I can't remember what I said in what group either. Yeah, group 3, I want to say like I feel like you're on a soul's journey as well. Like you're sort of like on the down low and just first of all trying almost to survive this, but also you're seeking your inner truth and inner guidance, and just keep doing that, okay? So know that this energy will not be here forever for you. You will come out of this as well. But really, like, this is your own personal evolution, and I know that systems can really suck when they constrain us, when it feels like we are restricted, and it's not fair. It's so not fair. I think that, you know, humanity has some ways to go, but I think we've done a lot of progress, and I feel like you are a warrior for this progress. And even if it's not physically, maybe spiritually speaking, maybe energetically speaking, you are part of the evolution of humans and the growth of humans in a direction for towards love and unity, toward life, life. Wow, where did that come from? Yes, towards life, towards divine light, okay, towards divinity. So yeah, wow, that's so powerful. Let me see, is there anything else I can pull for you? I'm gonna just shuffle this deck and see if we can get any other messages just from this deck for you guys. Anything else for group 3? I feel like there's like one final bang. Anything else for group 3? Maybe not from this deck. Yeah, I think I have. I don't know what that was flipped. Okay, we're gonna grab another one. I just feel like there's a message still for you guys. Like I can't leave you. I can't let you go yet. Okay. Message for group 3, please. Self-sabotage. So this is talking about how are you standing in your own way? Okay? How are you standing in your own way? I'm not going to grab the book for this, but yeah, I'm not going to grab the book for this one, but this is what I'm seeing, like your darkness. We all have that part of us, right? That's what's standing in your own way. And also not allowing that the change, the transformation that is currently in your life, not allowing that to take place, or kind of resisting it, not embracing it. So embrace the death that has happened, that is happening, okay? I acknowledge, again, I wanted to say that this is difficult. This can be a difficult situation, and I think that it is. And I want to say that my heart is with you. And I want to say I'm sorry for the struggles for you. But by the same token, I know that this is for your highest good. And I know that on the other side of this, you're going to be stronger for it. You're going to be better for it. The process itself sucks. But I'm seeing a rose opening. That's literally the picture I have. Like a pink rose that is sparkling. It's blossoming. It is opening up. And that's probably a message for somebody. I just literally got that visual. This is you, okay? And maybe this has something to do with the heart chakra as well. Let me see if there's anything else that wants to come through. I think that's it. Pink rose. There's pink rose for somebody here, okay? Probably that's a message for someone specifically. But if also for the rest of you, it just means that this is about you blossoming. And pink is very gentle. It's a very gentle color. It is, let me quickly look up the pink, color pink symbology. I think it has to do with like the heart, the emotions. Okay. Wow. So the first website I clicked on literally has a rose, a pink rose. Like, honestly, you can't make this up. And okay, so this is it is the color red, apparently seasoned with white, but it also talks about this being having blue as well. I can't remember the color, like the primary, the secondary colors, and like what primary colors make what secondary colors, etc. It's all part of like the color wheel, if you don't know what I'm talking about. But basically here it does say that pink is connected with the heart chakra of love. And so we don't have a pink chakra. The heart chakra is actually, the color for the heart chakra is green. But here it says that the stone is composed of 50% red, associated with the first chakra because the base chakra is red. And then we have 50% blue. And for those of you who don't know, blue is associated with the throat chakra, okay? This is the seat of truth. of inner authentic truth. The pink color provides us feelings of peace, sweetness, harmony, evolution. This is the symbol of knowledge, of the alchemical rose. Wow. Remember that the symbol of knowledge, the alchemical rose, represents the last stage of spiritual ascension. So I'm actually going to look more deeply into this, because now I'm very, very intrigued, because like I said, I saw a pink rose unfolding, okay? And this is literally, let me show you, actually. There it is, right? So, that is so interesting here. If you want to look into this with the symbol of knowledge, whatever that means, the alchemical rose, and the last spiritual ascension, whatever that is, if you feel like you want to look into this, then I would recommend looking into this. But wow, what a message. I'm gonna leave it here with you guys. Group 3, don't be afraid. You can let your fear go. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of your darker sides, of your shadows. This is how we grow. This is how we evolve. Your message was incredible. That last message with the rose, that was so impactful and so incredible. I urge you to do your own research on this and kind of look for further messages in this, because I feel like that they're going to bring you even more information. But in any case, I'm going to finish it here. I'm going to let you go. I hope that this was helpful to you, and if you enjoyed this reading, then liking, subscribing, commenting, and or sharing would be so awesome. If you've taken any of those actions, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I'm gonna send you off with a ring from this singing bowl. Yeah, so ring from this singing bowl. I'm gonna bring it closer. If this is something you don't enjoy, then I'm gonna let you go here and now, and I hope to read for you again. And yeah, so I'll see you next time, group 3. And for those of you staying, here's the ring. Namaste, group 3.